I'm excited for the Nintendo Switch 2. Are you excited for the Nintendo Switch 2? That's coming up in this video. Hey, I'm C-Wire with the C-Wire Nation. Thank you for checking it out. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, as your support really helps me out. All right, so let's get it. Nintendo Switch 2, June 5th, it is coming. Although there is speculation over with the current situation with the tariffs, how that's going to work out. Look, man, I'm just going to tell you right now, don't worry about it. I think we'll be okay in the end. I mean, let's just rejoice and that we're getting new hardware from Nintendo, a company which, if it was not for them, I don't think gaming would be where it is today. I mean, honestly, they really saved the gaming industry in the '80s. For those of you that are younger and not over 40, you might not realize how bad the gaming industry was in the 1980s due to Atari. I'm going to go into that a little bit separately, but just know that you know that Nintendo's still here putting out hardware and great games is a great thing, and they definitely saved the industry. I would say them and Sega both, with the rivalry that went on during that time period, was really pivotal for where we are today as gamers. So anyway, Nintendo Switch 2. Some of you have seen the latest Nintendo Direct. It was a great showing. What am I excited to play? Obviously, the new Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Metro Prime 4. I am definitely excited to play those games. Really hyped about it. I'm hyped about the new hardware specifications. It seems like it's got a very beefy GPU. Backwards compatibility has been confirmed, so which is good for guys like me and probably you as well that have a pretty large Switch library. The Nintendo Switch Online is going to come over with you. So if you have those expansion packs, like I have the Genesis, SNES, NES, Game Boy, all that's going to come over with you because I use those quite frequently. I love playing Streets of Rage. Can't get enough of it. As you can see, I'm wearing my Final Fight shirt, one of my favorite games of all time. And that brings me to my next thing. What would we like to see on this next generation Switch? Well, towards the end of this generation of Switch, we had some great side-scroller beat-em-ups. The Takedown. If you haven't played The Takedown, go play The Takedown. It is absolutely amazing. And obviously, we had the new Streets of Rage 4, which is incredible. All good stuff. I would like to see more side-scroller beat-em-ups on the Nintendo. For the simple fact is, when this genre was big, if you had a console, you were playing them on a Nintendo or a Genesis. That's what you were playing side-scroller beat-em-ups on. So, to play these games on a Nintendo just seems natural to me and a no-brainer. I'm excited for some of the upgrade packs that they have for the current games, like the Legend of Zeldas. To the best of my knowledge, if you have a Nintendo Switch Online account, I believe you get those automatically. I don't think you have to pay for them separately. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think the messaging has been clear on that. I'll have to go back and look at that. If some of you know that answer, please comment down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. The graphics processor looks really beefy. All the new features that are coming out with it, that what the system can do, looks really good. The big thing is the resolution, the frames per second is mind-boggling what this system can achieve docked and undocked. I'm excited for that. I think Nintendo's really nailed it with the Switch, and I think the Switch 2 is going to be no exception. The price tag, as I am aware, is going to be $449, so we'll just say $450. Let's say $455 after tax or whatever, depending on where you live. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but we're already paying close to that now for a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. So it is where it is. The game pricing, I've seen a lot of things going on now with the current price of games, where they're at. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. We're paying $60, $70, $80 plus for a lot of these games now and have been for years. Case in point, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, how much do you think we're going to be paying for that? How much do you think a lot of us are going to be willing to pay for that game just to play it, considering the fact that we've been waiting so long for it? I don't think paying over $100 is going to be a stretch for that game, to be truthfully honest with you. So I think the pricing where the games are at, that's just where we're at now. Now, to put things in contrast, back when I was a teenager, so we're going back into the late 80s, into the 90s now. So we're talking NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis timeframe. A brand new game back then, and we're talking like a big heavy hitter, was roughly about, if I remember correctly, maybe $40, no more than 50. And that was for a hot title. So obviously now with development costs and all the things that go into making these games, obviously the price has gone up, and there's other factors that obviously go into that. But yeah, where Nintendo's setting the price of the game at, I think the big one was the Mario game. It's just, this is pretty much, I don't know why people are shocked by this sticker price. I mean, this has been going on for a while with a lot of these games, depending on what edition of the game that you do buy. But what I will say, and I believe a lot of you will agree, when it comes to Nintendo and their first party games, they tend to be very polished upon release. Little to no problems with the gameplay, the mechanics. Everything seems to work very well. Nintendo really puts out a finished product, and that's why you own a Nintendo anyways, to play their big exclusives. So exclusives still matter, especially for Nintendo, because it's Nintendo. You buy for the Nintendo experience. That's why I'm buying it. Excuse me, gentlemen. Getting over a little bit of a cold here. Living in Pennsylvania, it's either hot or it's cold. Doesn't make up its mind, and then people end up getting sick. So I apologize up front. So this is why, we buy a Nintendo, for those crisp exclusives, our Marios, our Zeldas, Kirby's, and everything of the like, depending on what genre that they happen to fall in that you enjoy. So yeah, I'm excited for the new Nintendo Switch 2. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to get one as soon as I can upon its release. And I'm just going to have fun playing my games and taking the current library over with me, which, to be honest, I haven't even touched a lot of those games yet. There's a lot of games on there I haven't touched yet. So yeah, I got some playing to do. But, when you're me and you work a full-time job and you're, a divorced parent and you separating time with your son and in between you and his mom, sometimes, gaming tends to take a bit of a backseat for when you have time. My son plays a little bit more than I do. I usually end up in the background helping him out with something. He's figuring out things that I haven't figured out yet. So that's always fun to watch. My son's in the gaming, and I love that. I'm passing that on to him. But what say you? What are you excited about the new Nintendo Switch? Comment down below. What games are you looking forward to play? What genres would you like to see resurrected on the Switch 2? And let me know your general thoughts, and I look forward to chat with you. This is C-Wire. Pop and Smoke. Out.